Something's going on my leg, but I thought maybe if it just sitting bare. I mean, you've been banging, but I mean, I don't want to like wait. I mean, I don't like it. I don't know what you're allowed to say either. All right, that's another thing no one knows about. I mean, you're supposed to you be very careful what you say. I mean, you're not supposed to say certain things. Oh, make sure what you're saying here. I mean, I kept changing the channel, but ow, what was that? That wasn't you guys, was it? I don't think you're supposed to tell people that, and I also don't think they believe. I don't think they believe you. Yeah, but the part of our country doesn't live in reality. But I'm not gonna tell them. I'm not gonna say something that like one night they're not gonna understand. But they don't understand on a bunch of levels. And remember, they're still having people are still having trouble accepting that like with these reality TV shows, they're reading of cue cards. I mean, they're not up to that level of awareness yet. So I don't want to weigh in on what's on different, the type of news shows and stuff. I mean, if they think, I mean, if they're not ready for that. I mean, I don't want to start talking about things like that. Also, there are reasons for it. I mean, and they're not ready to hear the reasons. Nor am I going to take the risk of saying it. But I mean, there, then again, people are busy with other things anyway. I mean, it's not like their fault. I mean, it doesn't. It's always been like that. But, I mean, but for good reason. But I mean, there's no point getting out and stuff like that. I also don't want to judge anyone because someone they're not made aware of certain things. But by the way, that's not why I'm in this situation. I mean, it's not like the country's under like foreign occupation. I mean, this has to do with other things. But I mean, as far as events around the world and stuff, they're not supposed to be aware of certain things. Partly because if they're getting the information with the television, like it's too dangerous to have. It's too dangerous to have them have a higher level of awareness. So you just I mean, you wouldn't want such people aware. Some if they're getting their information about the world like from these news channels, like you won't. Ow! Please don't put me in pain. I came out here because the pain was starting. But I don't know if it's their fault or not. I mean, the way they talk. I mean, they talk about things like I don't think they realize what they're talking about. They talk about things like we should invade such and such country. We should do this and that. And they talk like they're like the way they talk about the world is almost like they don't live in reality though. I mean, so it's like they talk like they're but I have like a little old aunt. She used to come over to dinner and she used to say things like, well, Israel has to invade Iran. I mean, they don't even reality. They're talking about it like it's a game, like it's a board game. I mean, but that to be that divorced from reality. I mean, right? I mean, if you're getting your news from the TV, like let them think it or whatever. I mean, it's hard to know what to say. I mean, it's in they know what they remember it this way. The people who run our sort of media system, they know what they're doing. Those are serious people. I mean, to the degree that they give people a strange picture of the world, I mean, they know what they're doing. We've had a developing media system since the beginning of since the First World War, when they realized you can read it if anyone cared to like become educated, to ban from the universities. Right? They realized after World War One, they said, "You want me to continue?" The lesson of World War One is that the new public relations industry, advertising industry, and the new mediums of communication, that they realized something that they said, but it's in their literature. I mean, the liberal intellectuals of the day, they said what we've learned. They ramped the isolationist country into getting involved in a world conflict, and they did it by manipulating them with forms of media, with the minds and the rising public relations industry. And they said what we've learned from this is it was openly talked about in academic circles. They says you can't control the public mind, and that we have to do this. Then it was if you can't control the public mind, and they're like, the way they viewed the population is like, well, they don't really understand the world, or like, it's there's some truth to that, and they really don't know what's best, the best for them. So we have to do this. So our system of bringing people information has been evolving since then. That's 100. That's, almost close to 90 years of an evolving media system. So they know what they're doing. To say like, well, they're not giving you the full story. I mean, they know exactly what they're doing, and they work with power. I mean, they know what they're doing, especially about issues that are as serious as the world, world conditions. If they're saying something, it's like, say, they know what they're doing. I trust they know what they're doing. So to just say, well, I don't have a comment about certain things because I'm not even, I don't necessarily think that's what, the accurate representation was happening. I mean, but that you'd have one, I can understand why. So there's some truth to it, and two, this at this point is the most advanced, you know. What they realized after World War I, and they openly stated it, is that they said that in a totalitarian society where you have a military threat over the heads of the citizens, you don't really care what they think. But you see, we're a very free country, and what they realize that in a free country, then the way they put it is that the essence of democracy is propaganda. They know is that it becomes very important to control people's attitudes, their perception of the world, their perception of themselves, and they say we have to do this. They realize that that's in a free country that's democratic. Its essential feature would be propaganda, making sure people don't think the wrong things. But I don't want to get hurt. That would be taught in university. All right. Please don't harm me. You get me really confused.